Imagine for a moment that the most significant tech buying opportunity of the entire year is unfolding right before your eyes. It's not a rumor, not a guess, but a real, tangible event that's about to reshape portfolios for those who are paying attention. And here's the catch. There's a hard deadline, just days away, that could determine whether you're on the winning side of this shift, or left watching from the sidelines. The question is, will you recognize this moment and act, or will you look back months from now, wishing you'd seized the chance when it was right in front of you? This isn't just another blip on the radar. What's happening now is a rare convergence, a perfect storm of historical trends, surging demand, and the dominance of a tech titan that has fundamentally changed the way we live, work, and connect. We're talking about a company that didn't simply join the tech revolution, it ignited it. This is a business that has set the pace for innovation, shaping entire industries and creating new markets where none existed before. Its products aren't just popular, they're essential. Billions of people rely on them every day, and its ecosystem is so robust, so interconnected, that competitors can only hope to keep up. The leadership team is renowned for anticipating trends and staying ahead of the curve, making bold moves that others only dream of. As we approach October, a critical window is opening, a window that only comes around once a year, and it's about to swing wide open. While headlines are filled with noise about inflation, interest rates, and global uncertainty, most investors are missing the bigger picture. They're distracted by short-term fads or paralyzed by fear of a recession, but beneath the surface, a powerful and predictable pattern is quietly setting up. This isn't about chasing hype or hoping for a lucky break, it's about understanding the market's seasonal rhythms, patterns that have repeated themselves for decades, offering savvy investors a roadmap to outsized returns. The data is clear, timing matters. Those who know when to act and why consistently outperform those who simply follow the crowd. This is your chance to be ahead of the curve, to make a move based on insight, not impulse. What you're about to hear isn't just another market update, it's your urgent briefing. This could be the most important trade you make all year, and the window to act is closing fast. The numbers are flashing warning signs and opportunity signals at the same time. The data is screaming at us and the signals are too strong to ignore. This isn't a hunch or a gut feeling, it's a strategy backed by 45 years of historical performance. The evidence is overwhelming and the track record speaks for itself. We're about to witness a perfect storm, a blockbuster product launch from a company with a history of exceeding expectations, combined with a seasonal tailwind that has lined investors' pockets for generations. This is the kind of setup that only comes around once in a blue moon. If you've been waiting for a sign, for the right moment to jump into a high-quality tech name with a proven track record, this is it. The stars are aligning and the opportunity is knocking louder than ever. Don't let hesitation hold you back. The next few days could define your year, or even your decade. Let's dive in and see exactly why this moment matters so much. Let's talk about the DNA of this company, Apple, ticker symbol AAPL. Apple's story isn't just about products or profits, it's about a relentless drive to change the world, one innovation at a time. The very core of Apple is built on a spirit of curiosity, a willingness to challenge the status quo, and a belief that technology should empower people, not overwhelm them. Think about the most revolutionary products of the last 40 years. The personal computer, the digital music player, the smartphone, the tablet. Each of these inventions didn't just disrupt industries, they redefined how we live, work, and connect. Apple didn't just participate in these revolutions, it led them, setting new standards for what technology could be. This isn't four companies, it's one relentless innovator, Apple, the same company that put a computer on every desk, 1,000 songs in your pocket, and the world at your fingertips. Apple's ability to reinvent itself time and again is what sets it apart from the rest. Its logo is a symbol of quality and seamless user experience. When you see that iconic apple, you know you're getting something that's been obsessively designed, tested, and refined. It's a promise of reliability, elegance, and innovation. Apple's success is no accident. It's built on perfectionism and a fanatical focus on the end user. Every detail, from the curve of a device to the feel of a button, is considered. Teams of engineers and designers labor over prototypes, pushing boundaries to create products that feel almost magical. While others built complicated gadgets, Apple made technology intuitive and beautiful. The company's philosophy is simple. Technology should be accessible to everyone, regardless of age or background. That's why Apple products are known for their simplicity and elegance, making even the most advanced features easy to use. The magic is in the emotional connection people have with their products. Apple devices aren't just tools, they're companions, creative partners, and gateways to new experiences. People trust Apple to safeguard their memories, their work, and their connections to loved ones. This created an ecosystem that's both a walled garden and a paradise for users. Each device works seamlessly with the next, creating a digital environment that's secure, efficient, and deeply personal. Once you're inside, everything just works. Your photos, your messages, your music, all in perfect harmony. Once you're in, you never want to leave. The satisfaction of Apple's customers is legendary, and it's no wonder that so many people become lifelong fans. The company's attention to detail and commitment to customer service create loyalty that's unmatched in the tech world. From a garage in California to the world's most valuable company, Apple's journey is legendary. It's a story of visionaries like Steve Jobs and teams of dreamers who refuse to settle for good enough. Apple's rise is a testament to the power of imagination, hard work, and a refusal to accept limits. It doesn't follow trends, it sets them, and its vision now drives advances in AI, Arkansas, and health. Apple is shaping the future, investing billions in technologies that will define the next era of human experience. From artificial intelligence to augmented reality and health monitoring, Apple is at the forefront, pushing the boundaries of what's possible. Apple sits on a mountain of cash, giving it freedom to innovate and reward shareholders. This financial strength means Apple can weather storms, invest in bold ideas, and return value to those who believe in its mission. It's a fortress of innovation, powered by both creativity and capital. Apple isn't just a stock to own, it's a cornerstone for any serious long-term portfolio. For investors, Apple represents stability, growth, and a legacy of innovation that's unlikely to be matched. As we dive into the ticker, remember, owning Apple isn't just about numbers, it's about being part of a story that's still being written. Before we dig into why Apple is a screaming buy, let's talk about your investing education. Smart decisions come from a solid framework and the confidence to act. That's why I recommend the Value Stocks Investing Master Course. This isn't just another tutorial, it's a comprehensive program to turn you into a savvy investor. Learn the principles of value investing, how to read financials, and how to spot companies with real moats. Forget chasing risky stocks. This course teaches you to find high-quality companies at a discount. Whether you're just starting or managing a big portfolio, these insights are invaluable. Think like a business owner, not a gambler. Investing is a skill you can master. This course is your roadmap. Click the link in the description to learn more and enroll. Now let's get back to Apple. Let's get to the heart of it. Why is now, right before October, the moment to act on Apple? The answer, seasonality. For Apple, October is historically its strongest month. While many fear October, Apple's data tells a different story, one of consistent, powerful gains. Over 45 years, October has been Apple's best month, with a win rate of 68%. The average return, a stunning 6.2%, in just 1 month. Compare that to September, Apple's worst month, with negative returns and only 34% positive periods. Smart money knows. September weakness is a buying opportunity before the October rally. Right now, Apple is trading at a slight discount after typical September volatility. The market is giving you a gift, an entry point before the historic climb. This is the investing equivalent of a slow pitch down the middle. Are you ready to swing for the fences? Let's dig deeper into this seasonal phenomenon. The late September iPhone launch is the catalyst. Excitement builds, but the real impact hits in October, when sales data and Analyst upgrades roll in. Uncertainty in September turns to confirmation in October, with blockbuster activation numbers and strong demand for high-margin models. This flow of positive news creates a powerful tailwind, drawing in investors eager to ride the wave. The October effect is the market pricing in Apple's holiday quarter dominance. After September's doldrums, investors flock to Apple as a beacon of strength. This momentum is a virtuous cycle. Success breeds more success. Apple's annual upgrade cycle and loyal customer base make this trend no coincidence. Buying before October 1st means aligning with a trend that has a nearly 70% success rate. In investing, those are odds you don't ignore. Historical trends are powerful, but they're even stronger when backed by explosive current catalysts. The iPhone 17 lineup is shaping up to be a supercycle. A recent survey shows 56% of upgraders are choosing the high-end Pro models, driving Apple's average selling price and profit margins higher. Apple's strategy of removing lower storage tiers pushes consumers to buy more expensive options. What's driving demand? Tangible improvements, better camera, battery, and display. Apple knows its customers and delivers practical innovations that matter. Strong demand in China and double-digit growth at carriers confirm this is a global phenomenon. The iPhone 17 isn't just a product, it's a financial juggernaut about to unleash a torrent of cash flow. While the iPhone 17 grabs headlines, Apple's real secret weapon is its booming services division. Think App Store, Apple Music, iCloud, Apple TV+, Apple Arcade, and Apple Pay. Services revenue is sticky, predictable, and incredibly profitable, turning every device into a recurring revenue stream. With over 2 billion active devices, the potential for growth is massive. Apple Pay is quietly becoming a dominant force in fintech, taking a slice of every transaction. The expansion of Apple's financial products shows ambitions far beyond hardware. The combination of a blockbuster iPhone cycle and a high-margin services business is Apple's one-two punch. The iPhone 17 supercycle will drive new users into the ecosystem, fueling services growth for years. Wall Street is starting to value Apple more like a software and payments company, and that's a game changer. Don't just take my word for it, Wall Street's brightest minds are bullish on Apple. When it comes to making investment decisions, it's crucial to look beyond the headlines and dig into what the experts are actually saying. Analyst ratings are a powerful tool for understanding the market's sentiment, and right now the consensus is clear. Apple is a stock to watch closely. According to TipRanks, Apple holds a moderate buy rating from 33 analysts. This isn't just a random number. These are seasoned professionals who spend their days poring over financial statements, tracking industry trends, and speaking with company insiders. Their collective judgment carries weight, and when so many of them are leaning positive, it's worth paying attention. Take Evercore ISI's 𝗗𝗓𝗏, for example. He's not just any analyst, he led the recent iPhone 17 demand survey, which is a key indicator for Apple's future performance. Based on his findings, 𝗗𝗓𝗏 recently raised his price target to $290, signaling strong conviction in Apple's growth prospects. That's significant upside from the current price, suggesting that there's still plenty of room for Apple's stock to climb. When a respected analyst like 𝗗𝗓𝗏 makes a bold call, it often prompts other investors to take a closer look. 𝗗𝗓𝗏's confidence comes from strong data. Premium iPhone sales are outpacing expectations, and Apple's services segment continues to deliver robust growth. These aren't just short-term trends, they reflect Apple's ability to innovate and capture consumer demand year after year. The average 12-month price target is $251, which is just below the last close. But it's important to note that this average is pulled down by a handful of bearish outliers, analysts who are more cautious, perhaps due to macroeconomic concerns or competitive pressures. On the high end though, some see Apple reaching $310, which would represent a major gain for shareholders. Apple sits at a $3.78 trillion market cap, earning $6.60 per share with a PE around 38.71 on 2024 revenue of $391.04 billion and net income of $93.74 billion. Over the past month, the stock rallied more than 10%, wiping out earlier losses and closing at $256.87 on September 25, 2025. As of now, shares are up roughly 2% for the year, helped by enthusiasm around the iPhone 17 lineup. Demand looks especially strong for the $999 iPhone Air, where shipping times have stretched beyond last year's pace, signaling robust pre-orders. That momentum is feeding through to Wall Street. Multiple analysts lifted targets, including JP Morgan moving to $280 with commentary pointing to Apple entering a particularly lucrative phase as product sell-through stays healthy. Market voices echoed the tone. Apple bears just got crushed by iPhone 17 demand, capturing the surge in sentiment. Under the hood, profitability remains elite with a 31.58% profit margin and a towering 164.59% return on equity, supported by 14.9 billion shares outstanding and an annual dividend of $1.02 per share. Taken together, powerful product cycles, upbeat analyst revisions, and resilient financials suggest Apple's setup remains favorable, with innovation and execution continuing to anchor its leadership in tech. The bulls see substantial gains ahead, driven by the catalysts we've discussed: new product launches, expanding services, and a loyal customer base that keeps coming back for more. These factors combine to create a powerful growth story that's hard to ignore. The consensus is shifting upward as new data rolls in. Every earnings report, every product announcement, and every positive sales figure adds fuel to the bullish case. Analysts are quick to update their models, and we're seeing more upward revisions than downgrades. The pros see September weakness as a blip, a temporary dip in an otherwise strong trajectory. They expect significant appreciation in the coming months, especially as the market digests the impact of the iPhone 17 supercycle and Apple's expanding ecosystem. Buying now means getting in with the smart money, just before the market fully prices in the iPhone 17 supercycle. It's about positioning yourself ahead of the curve, rather than chasing after the rally once it's already underway. The window is open, don't miss it. With analyst sentiment turning increasingly positive and new catalysts on the horizon, this could be the moment to act before the next wave of gains. We've covered a mountain of evidence, from 45 years of data to cutting-edge surveys. The case for buying Apple before October 1st is overwhelming. But building wealth isn't about one smart move, it's about continuous learning and community. That's why I recommend the Value Stocks Investing Master Course. It teaches you to analyze any company with confidence. Don't just follow tips, become the pilot of your financial destiny. Check out the course, the link is right there. For deeper insights, join our private Patreon community for real-time analysis and quanda. Building wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. The Apple opportunity is a fantastic starting point. Use it as motivation to get more engaged with your finances. Your financial future is in your hands. There you have it. Apple stands at the intersection of powerful trends and a massive catalyst. 45 years of data show October is its strongest month, with an average gain over 6%. September's weakness is your entry point before the rally. The iPhone 17 launch and premium sales set the stage for a profit tsunami. Services growth justifies a higher valuation and stable long-term growth. Wall Street pros are raising targets as the data rolls in. The stars are aligning. This is a rare, high-conviction opportunity. The clock is ticking. The October 1st deadline is real. You have the information and the analysis. The decision is yours. Will you act or watch this opportunity pass by? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more investing insights.